Hello everyone, I am Anupam Kumar Singh from Systech Ratibad in Mechanical Engineering Department. A very warm welcome to all of you to this video lecture of heat and mass transfer. So in today's topic we will discuss the thermal radiation and laws associated with this thermal radiation, that is the Stefan-Boltzmann law. Now in this topic, actually we will look at the electromagnetic waves, since we are knowing from the previous classes that the thermal radiation is just because it is a mode of heat transfer and it is just because of electromagnetic waves. Okay, so in this diagram you can see that there are the different numbers shown on this axis. It is starting from here 10 to the power minus 6, then it is increasing and up to 10 to the power 6. You can increase more or decrease more. So this is what actually this number is showing the wavelength of particular electromagnetic waves in micrometer or the microns. So actually whenever we are talking about a source, whenever we are talking about the electromagnetic waves, so when electromagnetic waves means the bundle of electromagnetic waves when emits from a source, so it contains electromagnetic waves of different wavelength. And we know that the property of the electromagnetic waves changes as frequency changes or wavelength changes. So in this condition, as we would be knowing from our school classes, that from 0.1 to 10 micrometer or micron, there is a wavelength which may cause the thermal radiation. Means all electromagnetic waves cannot heat a substance, cannot have the property to heat any substance. Only electromagnetic waves which have the value from 0.1 to 10 micrometer, so the electromagnetic waves of this wavelength may heat a body, means it may create thermal radiation, it may emit thermal radiation. So in this category, in this spectrum, so what is a spectrum? A spectrum is it is the range of the wavelengths which is having the same property. Like if I will tell you that it is a spectrum of the wavelengths from 0.1 to 10, because it is showing the similar kind of nature, means all the wavelengths which are coming in between this 0.1 to 10 showing the nature of thermal radiation. So I can say that it is a spectrum of thermal radiation. Within the thermal radiation spectrum, there is a visible light spectrum. Means as we know that from any source when electromagnetic waves emits, so there are few wavelengths, just because of that we are able to see those substance. Okay, and these wavelengths are from 0.4 micrometer to 0.7 micrometer. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर किसी सोर्स से इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स निकल रही है और उसमें अगर थर्मल रेडिएशंस हैं, मीन्स 0.1 से 10 माइक्रोमीटर के बीच का रेडिएशन उसमें से निकल रहा है, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स निकल रही हैं, तो उसके बीच में ही विजिबल लाइट के इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स भी होंगे, क्योंकि उसका वेवलेंथ इसी के बीच में हो रहा है. सपोज फॉर एनी सोर्स, if that source cannot or is not emitting the radiation of 0.4 between 0.4 to 0.7, what would happen? In that condition you cannot see that source. Means if in your room your filament bulb, if it is stop emitting electromagnetic wave in between 0.4 to 0.7, then definitely you will feel the darkness in the room. So it is very important. Now it is a spectrum because it is having the same property of visibility. Electromagnetic waves having wavelength more than 10 to the power 2 micrometer are considered as microwaves and radio waves, and the wavelengths which are having the wavelengths below the 10 to the power minus 2 micrometer, these wavelengths are electromagnetic waves are known as the gamma rays and X-rays. So from this diagram it is very clear that our consent is only with 0.1 to 10. We are only focused, we will focus our study of the electromagnetic waves ranging from 0.1 to 10. Basic concepts. So before going to the Stefan Boltzmann law, let us understand few basic concepts. Means that concept will help us to understand the thermal radiation phenomena and thermal radiations very well. So one thing I would repeat it. If someone asks you that what is the definition of thermal radiation, so how can you define it? So you can define in this way that thermal radiation is the electromagnetic waves, okay, having the wavelength from 0.1 to 10 micrometer, which has the ability to heat a body, which has the property, which has the thermal property. Okay. Now basic concept. The first basic concept is the solid and liquid surface at all temperature above 0 Kelvin emit thermal radiation. It is 0 Kelvin, okay, means above absolute 0 temperature emit thermal radiations. So it is a very fundamental concept regarding thermal radiation. Suppose if there is a substance, if there is this is a plate, for example solid, and if it is maintained at some temperature T, and if this T is greater than 0 Kelvin, so in this condition, this, by the property of this material, it will radiate some thermal energy, okay, some thermal energy will be emitted by this substance. This is a very fundamental concept number 1. And one thing we need to notice, that whenever a substance, a source emit thermal energy, thermal radiation, it radiate in a hemispherical way, okay. Means suppose if this is a substance, if suppose this mobile is a substance, and this is maintained at above 0 Kelvin, so if this surface is supposed to emit the thermal radiation, so this surface will emit thermal radiation in a hemispherical shape, okay. So when it will emit the radiation, so it will cover this way, means radiation will cover this way and this way, means it will create the hemispherical envelope, okay. So it cannot go unidirection, it would go in a hemispherical direction. Number 2, as we know that the thermal radiation is emitted in the form of electromagnetic waves. So we understood from this diagram that the thermal radiations are the these are the electromagnetic waves ranging 0.1 to 10. So actually these are the electromagnetic waves. So thermal radiations are the electromagnetic waves. Number 3, very important, it does not require material medium for propagation. So it does not require material medium for propagation. Means suppose if there is nothing between the source and the receiver, even then the thermal radiation will it will be emitted, it will be propagated. Like for an example, from a very simple example, if we take an example of the sun and earth, so as we know that sun radiates thermal energy, and this thermal radiation in the form of electromagnetic waves emits in all the direction. The few of this electromagnetic wave or the thermal radiation, it goes to the earth. So in between sun and earth there is a space which is vacuum. So we can understand that the electromagnetic wave does not require any kind of medium. It can travel in the vacuum, okay. Number 4, which is very important, in addition to emitting radiation, surface of a body has the capacity for absorbing all or part of thermal radiation emitted by surrounding surface and falling on it. इसका मतलब ये है कि फॉर एन एग्ज़ाम्पल कि हमारे पास एक सोर्स है, या सपोज कि हमारे पास ये दो ऑब्जेक्ट हैं. ओके, सो फॉर एन एग्ज़ाम्पल वी हैव दिस टू ऑब्जेक्ट, and this object is suppose maintained at T1 temperature, this object is maintained at T2 temperature, and both T1 and T2 are greater than the absolute zero temperature. It means from the basic concept 1 we can say that both the this media, means this object A or B, if we name it, it can emit the thermal radiation, okay, from the basic concept number 1. So it can emit radiation, fine, definitely in the hemispherical direction. It can also emit the radiation in the hemispherical direction, fine. But at the same time, from the concept number 4, we can also, means these material, these objects also have the property to absorb all or part of thermal radiations. For an example, when this thermal radiation which is emitting from here, some part of this thermal radiation may go to this body A, means from B to A. Now it is possible that all the thermal radiation will go to A, all the part of the thermal radiation will go to A, from B to A. It totally depends upon the orientation. Let us take an example. Suppose there is a source A, for an example this is a bulb, okay, and it is in a enclosed room, and if bulb emits the thermal radiation, so you can understand that all the thermal radiation emitted from the source A will be, absorbed or will fall on this surface B, fine. But in this condition, if opposite, we consider opposite, suppose this is a material B and this is A, and suppose this B is emitting the thermal radiation, so we can understand that few of this thermal radiation will go to A, because few of it will go to itself. तो हम यहाँ देख सकते हैं कि पूरा का पूरा थर्मल रेडिएशन B से A पे नहीं जाएगा, कुछ ही पार्ट उसका B से जो है A पे जाएगा, कुछ पार्ट तो वो B का B पे ही चला जाएगा. या फॉर एन एग्जांपल अगर हम ऐसा प्लेट लें और ऐसा हम कवर करें, तो इसमें हम अगर देखें, अगर सपोज़ कि इस तरह से कुछ एग्जांपल लें हम, फॉर एन एग्जांपल जैसा हमने अभी लिया सन का और अर्थ का, अगर हम सन और अर्थ का लें, तो फॉर एन एग्जांपल सन से जो भी रेडिएशंस निकल रही हैं, क्या इस पूरे रेडिएशन को अर्थ ले पाएगा? नहीं, इसके कुछ पार्ट को अर्थ ले पाएगा. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि इनका ओरिएंटेशन ऐसा है, इनका शेप ऐसा है. ओके, सो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द ओरिएंटेशन. तो कोई भी सोर्स कितना एनर्जी दूसरे सोर्स से निकलने वाले थर्मल रेडिएशंस को पूरा ले पाता है या उसका कुछ हिस्सा ले पाता है, ये डिपेंड करता है कि उसका ओरिएंटेशन किस तरह से है. ओरिएंटेशन ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि पूरा पूरा ले ले, ओरिएंटेशन ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि वो पूरा ना ले पाए. सो नाउ वी विल डिस्कस द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ हाउ अ बॉडी कूल्स एंड हाउ अ बॉडी हीट अप in a case of thermal radiation. So suppose there are two objects, okay, and this object is emitting thermal radiation at temperature T2, this object is emitting thermal radiation at T2. So when thermal T1 when a body A emitting thermal radiations from out of it, so our few part of this thermal radiation will go to this body B, and when this body B is emitting some thermal radiation, so few part of or all the part of the thermal radiation may go to body A. It depends upon the geometry. तो अगर if the T1 is greater than T2, in that condition means amount of thermal energy which it is emitting is greater than the amount of thermal energy it receiving, in that condition the body A will cool. इसका मतलब ये ऐसा है कि इसने इस T1 वाले बॉडी ने अगर इसको सपोज़ कि 100 रुपये दिए और इस जो है ये T2 वाले ने जो है इसको 10 रुपये दिए, तो अल्टीमेटली जो है इसका वैल्यू जो है वो कम हो रहा है ना. आप समझ पा रहे हैं? ये धीरे धीरे कम होगा, ये 90 हो जाएगा क्योंकि इसने अपना ये ज़्यादा वैल्यू दे रहा है और ले कम रहा है. ओके, अल्टीमेटली इन दिस वे दिस बॉडी इज़ गोइंग टू कूल डाउन. Now what will happen with the body of temperature T2? Since the amount of thermal radiation which it is getting is high देन द अमाउंट ऑफ थर्मल रेडिएशन विच इट इज़ इमिटिंग, जो पा रहा है वो ज़्यादा है, जो निकाल रहा है वो कम है। क्यों? टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस के कारण। टेम्परेचर अलग अलग है, T2 कम है तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है कम निकाल पाएगा, T1 ज़्यादा है तो ज़्यादा आ रहा होगा तो ज़्यादा ले पाएगा। तो इस कंडीशन में अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट जो है अपने थर्मल रेडिएशन कम निकाल के ज़्यादा ले पा रहा है तो उस कंडीशन में जो है ये क्या होगा? हीट होगा। तो बहुत सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट है यहाँ पास कि अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट है, अगर उसका थर्मल रेडिएशन जो कि इमिट हो रहा है उसकी वैल्यू अगर ज़्यादा है, थर्मल रेडिएशन जो कि वो एब्जॉर्ब कर रहा है उससे, तो वो बॉडी जो है वो कूल होगी। अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट जो है उसका थर्मल रेडिएशन जो वो इमिट कर रहा है अगर वो कम है और जो वो रिसीव कर रहा है वो ज़्यादा है, तो उस कंडीशन में वो जो बॉडी है वो आपका हीट होगा। मीन्स आप ज़्यादा लोगे, कम दोगे तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है हीट होगा, ज़्यादा दोगे कम लोगे तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है कूल होगा। स्टीफन बोल्ट्जमैन लॉ नेम्ड आफ्टर द टू साइंटिस्ट्स Stephen and Boltzmann. According to the Stephen Boltzmann law, it states that the power radiated from a black body per unit area is proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. So let us have a black body which is at temperature T, absolute temperature T, means this temperature would be given in Kelvin, and the one surface of this body having surface area A is radiating the thermal energy. So according to this law, the power radiated, okay, so what is the power? Thermal energy radiated per unit time is the power. So EB is the power for the black body. P denotes for the small b denotes for the black body. So power radiated from a black body per unit area is proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. So this law can be written as, or we can simplify this law as EB is equal to, if we will remove the proportionality sign, then we will have a constant. So this constant is Stephen Boltzmann constant, and the value of this constant is 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8. So sigma b is the Stephen Boltzmann constant, and its value is 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 watt per meter square Kelvin to the power 4. So we can write that EB is equal to sigma b A T to the power 4. So this is the emissive power or the power radiated from a black body. We can also tell it that it is a heat transfer from a body in the form of radiation, and the value of this is sigma b A into T to the power 4. Now, as we know that in practical life, in various applications, it is not possible that all body would be the black body. There may be some real bodies, okay? So for the real body, actually we take some factor which we multiply in this equation. So this is known as the emissivity. So what is emissivity? Emissivity is the emissive power, okay, radiated from a real surface or non-black body to the emissive power, okay, radiated from a black body. As we know that the emissive power radiated from a black body is the maximum. किसी भी black body से जो emissive power निकलता है, जो थर्मल रेडिएशन इमिट होती हैं, वो सबसे ज़्यादा पावर प्रोड्यूस करती है, सबसे ज़्यादा हीट करती है EB, मतलब मीन्स ब्लैक बॉडी। उसके कंपैरिजन में अगर बाकी बॉडी देखेंगे तो उससे कम ही होगा, ओके। सो वी कैन राइट दैट E इज इक्वल टू EB इंटू एप्सिलॉन। तो यहाँ से हम समझ सकते हैं दैट EB इज मैक्सिमम, ओके, एंड E विल बी ऑब्वियसली लेस देन EB. So in that condition, value of epsilon would be in the range of 0 to 1. For the black body, for the black body, obviously emissivity is equal to 1, and for the non-black body it is less than 1. So from this equation, if we want to calculate the emissive power from a non-black body or the real surface, so we can have E is equal to epsilon and the EB is equal to sigma B from this equation. Say this is equation number 1, sigma B A into T to the power 4. So this is the equation to find out the emissive power from a non-black body or a real body. Okay. Now suppose if there is a small object in our environment which is maintained at a temperature T1, having the surface area A, okay, in environment or in a enclosure, okay, suppose this is a enclosure and this enclosure is a very big and it is at temperature T2. In that condition, we can say that the total heat exchange from this body to this body, between these two bodies, would be given as E is equal to epsilon sigma B A T1 to the power 4 minus T to the power 4. In this condition, we are assuming that T1 is greater than T2. Okay, fine. So the higher temperature minus higher temperature to the power 4 minus a smaller temperature to the power 4. So in case like in our surrounding, if there is a object at some temperature and we want to calculate that at what is the emissive power of that, or what is the rate of heat transfer from that object in the form of radiation, so that we can calculate with this equation. E is equal to epsilon sigma B A T1 to the power 4 minus T to the power 4. You can also write E as Q. Okay, there is no problem. So you can write same equation like Q sigma B A T1 to the power 4 minus T to the power 4. So in the case of thermal radiation, normally power radiated from a black body or the emissive power is equivalent to the heat transfer. Fine. Now what is the unit of sigma B? So from this equation we can say that unit of EB means it is the emissive power, so it is joule per second or it is watt, divided by area is in meter square and temperature in Kelvin to the power 4. So this is the sigma B. So we can write that the unit of sigma B is joule per second is watt per meter square Kelvin to the power 4. So it is watt per meter square Kelvin to the power 4. So this is, there are many concepts in this, but as of now we are not discussing that. When we reach to the chapter 5, then we will discuss all the concept related to the Stephen-Boltzmann law and the thermal radiations. The two things which we have to understand, which we should take it very carefully, that if we are applying this law for the black body, then in this condition the equation will be sigma B A T to the power 4. And if we are applying this equation, Stephen-Boltzmann equation for the real body, then a constant epsilon will be appear, and this is a dimensionless number. Okay, this emissivity, this is known as the emissivity, and it is a dimensionless number. Okay, it is a dimensionless number because the power of this the unit of this power is watt, and this is also watt, so what will cancel out, and the unit will be the dimensionless. Thank you. Thank you very much for listening.